So for today I'm going to show you how to make this trifold card. It's very cute. And since traditionally Valentine cards seem to be made in red or pink, I thought it would be fun to do one in blue. So to start, I'm going to show you the decorative paper I'm going to be using, and it's from Die Cuts with a View. It's called the Trade Wind Stack, which is where I'm getting my paper from. And to start, we're going to have a base piece, and this is in blue of course, and it's 11 by 5.5 inches. And I went ahead and scored this already for you. Hopefully you can see the lines. First I scored it at 2 inches, and then I scored it at 3 3/4, and then I turned it, scored the other side at 2 inches, and also at 3 3/4. So after you've done that, then you can also go ahead and cut your side pieces, and you're going to want to cut them at 1 3/4 and 5 1/4. And again, I've cut 2. So once you've scored your piece, we're going to go ahead and start folding it. Now when you do this, you're going to want to use some type of a bone folder. This is a Cricut tool. It'll do the same thing, but this will give you a nice firm crease. And we're going to do this accordion style. So this other one is going to go ahead and fold this direction. Press it again. Come to the other side. Actually, you know what? I did that wrong. Let's do it this direction so that you probably can't see, but this is patterned and this is smooth. So I want the pattern side to show. So again, use that bone folder to crease those edges nice. And do the other one. Make sure we get all those edges. And this is going to fit very firmly, which is why it's really important that you crease those edges down good. So I'm actually going to flip it over and double check. Everything is nice and firm. So that gives us our base. And then we're going to go ahead and adhere the side panels. I'm going to go ahead and use my ATG gun to do that. Just center it. Our panel like this. And go ahead and do the other side. And just try and line it up from the bottom of the left side. Okay, so our two side panels are attached. Go ahead and open it, and we'll put in our center panel. Now the center panel is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and attach that. My ATG gun. I'm actually going to do one down the middle so it doesn't pucker. And then we'll go ahead and center this. Close it again. Okay, so now we've got our base ready to go. Now we need to do our decorative feature. So to do that, I have the first two pieces. The blue base is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and the layer that goes on top of it is 2 1/2 by 3. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that so it's all ready to go. Of course, this is also centering. So once we've completed that piece, to do this part, I used my Cricut, and this came from Cricut Solutions Stamping. If you look on the back, I believe it's image 23. You're going to want to hit shift lock, which will give you this heart up here. And then once you've done that, you can get rid of the middle image. Won't need that. And save it for something else, which will leave you with the frame and the heart. And we're going to go ahead and adhere the frame, and I'm going to use my zig pin to do that. A little easier to work with than the ATG gun on such a small surface. So we'll go ahead and do our best to center it. It's going to be really close on the top and the bottom. Just do your best. There we go. Whoops. As I slide it around. There we go. Put a little bit of pressure. Okay, so we've got our frame on. Now, before I go any further, I actually want to do a little bit of inking. And I'm just using chocolate by Clearly Better and a sponge. I'm going to go ahead and dab into that ink. And I'm actually going to go ahead and ink the whole card base. And it just really gives it a nice antique look. So continue all the way around your card. And once you've done that piece, do your decorative feature. The same brown. It really just gives it a nice finished look, which I really like. Okay. And then I'm also going to go around the heart. Okay, so when you finish that, the next step is to adhere your ribbon. And I have a pre-cut strip of blue, and I'm going to do this with some tape. Now I've heard this called the cheater method by My Pink Stamper, and I've heard it called a faux knot. For me, it's just easier. And it holds better. Get a nice firm piece of tape back here. So I'm going to tape the one side and get it lined up. Let's get another piece of tape first. And just make sure that's positioned just the way I want it to be. Okay. And then for my heart, I want to pop dot that up. So just keep in mind not to put any pop dots in the center where it's going to go over the ribbon. So I'm kind of looking at that. And you know what? I think I can do 3 pop dots right at the top here. And it'll be just fine. I'm going to go ahead and peel off the backings. Line that up. Okay, so that looks good to me. So now for placement on here, we just want to put adhesive on the left side so that our card will still open. I'm going to flip that over. And do 2 strips. Oops. Looks like my ATG gun is giving me trouble. And I'm getting ATG gun boogies. Anyhow. So let's go ahead and center that. We're centering the middle, we're centering the side. Once you've got it where you want it, some firm pressure, and then you should be able to just open it up and voila! A beautiful blue Valentine card. So we'll go ahead and set these side by side. So you can see how cute they look. And all finished. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.